Fucking break it.
I think we got something. Yeah, we got some. I don't know what that is.
One.
Like a replay to me.
One.
No, yeah.
Oh, it's a shining
Oh,
rod.
we got that's like 700 mil.
Yo,
Nice,
select
nice.
macro.
Yeah.
Hey.
Come on.
You know what? That is better than nothing.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, true.
Everything is really short.
Now's the book.
Well, I got an achievement.
Oh,
Oh,
Maybe
nice.
for
I
10
got
hard
the
wells.
book.
I don't think we got
Right.
it.
Just
Yo, there's a belt.
oh,
No.
gun, give gun.
I think
got a
I'll
gun.
find it. Oh no.
Gun is around the same price.
What is up, guys? This is Kobe here, and welcome to episode 3 of Road to Endgame. Now, this episode is not going to be primarily focused on, well, my main. It's going to be focused on the newest mule that I'm making, my Kaiser. So, here in like a couple hours, Terra Burning is going to go live, and then with that Terra Burning, I'm going to go ahead and get a Kaiser and level it up as much as I feel like leveling it to. At least 220, but no higher than 225. It's going to depend on me, to be quite honest with you, and we're just going to see what happens. So, there's not going to be a lot of recorded footage for this episode. It's mainly just going to be just daily checkups on the Kaiser, and just showing you guys how far I've made it for the day. Day 1 probably won't be too much because I do have to work in the morning, but maybe the days after that will be fine. Really, I don't think I'm gonna finish it up in 7 days unless I go really hard. There's a chance, but I do want to get it done within a 10-day window because 10 days is how many days it takes to unlock CR8. So if it's not done by this episode, then it's going to be done by the next, and it'll be completely just locked in as another bossing mule, which I feel like I already don't have enough for some reason. So, without further ado, you guys already saw the gear in episode 1. If you didn't, you can kind of look back. It's towards the beginning after reviewing my main. But I do have a little bit of extra items in the storage. So, not too much training gear. Legit, all I'm really giving it is this 3% strength branch nose and a 6% attack, 15% IED Zakum weapon that's minus 25 levels and 80%. But I get the black set at level 100. Oh, who cares? Basically what I'm doing with this is I cubed it for that because I can resell it for like 25 mil after transferring this weapon to a level 120 weapon. And I only used about 150 cubes to get it, which means that's probably like 10 mil worth of S cubes these days. Spending 10 mil to get 25 mil? Count me in. So, what else I have saved up is 50 core gemstones. So, over the past week, I was grinding, or just coin capping. I did the 2-hour session of grinding, and in total, I got 36 core gemstones. I went out of my way to buy like 14. That cost me like 75 mil. And then now I got all these extra Monster Park potions on the way too. I'm claiming these. This is some hard bosses on the Bishop. And then 3 of the 3x EXP coupons, and there's gonna be a lot more EXP coupons coming from like Union and stuff. But I guess all that's left over right now is getting some pets, which is no problem because I could just use this chump change that I got from hard bosses on Bishop, and I can purchase the pets in the auction house and maybe throw them on my Angelic Buster. I have an Angelic Buster, you know, Nova class or Cadena. So I can go buy those little race car pets. There's probably like 35-40 mil for all 3 of them, maybe even less, but we'll see. 15 attack set effect, you know, easy stuff going on. I don't know if I'm gonna revive the pets anymore after their 90 days are up, but it most certainly depends. So that'll be that. So, little bit of a talk before I get into the Kaiser. I'm probably going to be live streaming most of the training. I want to, but sometimes the internet could be a little messy, and maybe some days I'll be like, oh, it's not working for me proper right now, so I don't really want to stream that much. But hey, it is what it is. We're going to see what happens. I'm going to start off with day 1. Literally 30 mil. I don't know what it is. Maybe just a lot of people are opening Wonderberries and these are really cheap, but I'd probably say otherwise because if I ever wanted to fuse, not saying I am, don't get that notion in your head, but if I ever wanted to fuse, no. Yeah, 1.1 bill for Wonder Black. No, not happening. Meanwhile, Petite Petite Luna 7.6. That's for glory. Yep, 7.6. Victory 7.7, and the pony is 7.85. So I've been thinking about getting a loan for one of these pets. You know, I'm gonna let you guys know within the episode if I do end up getting a loan. Reason why is because I'm a little too afraid of, you know, the prices going up. Of course, I'm gonna pay the homie back with interest if I have to. But loans, you know, loans. The goal is, you know, I'd have the dude paid back before the beginning of the next patch, which would then be the end of episode 4. But again, that's gonna be something I'm gonna find out within the production of this episode. Alright, first day kinda sucked, mainly because, well, I didn't really have much time to grind to begin with because, you know, I got work in the morning, stuff like that. And then on top of that, I had internet issues as well while training to 200. I try to mix up training and grinding there into one word. So, I mean, I did eventually hit 200 after a few hours after Tera's release, but I did the pre-quests and I did the arcane dailies. Pre-quest of Road of Vanishing, arcane dailies, got level 2 symbol, and I was just too tired just because of my sleep schedule. I went ahead and went to bed. So here I am up in the morning, like an hour before reset, and I have to do Rudibus because I need to get 10 Rudibus runs done before I run Chaos. So overall, I got all my gears equipped, the gear that I showed y'all in episode 1, and with the amount of stat I'm sitting on, I'm at 9.1k, and this is my current damage with that amount of stat. It's pretty nice, and then I tested the new fit job skills, and the 4th V. The 4th V is amazing. It's ridiculous. I'm still trying to get used to the keybinds that I have down. I'm not exactly completely used to them yet. Do 10 mils on that guy. Okay, so I do 10 mils on like regular mobs and stuff. And I need to make some slots in my inventory. So overall, you know, it's not exactly too bad. A lot of boxes I have to open up just to make sure I get the slots. I don't need these. Forget these. I still need to, you know, focus on working with the class a bit more, because right now I'm most certainly not very good at it. A lot of it is new since the last time I played it, so I'm really just sitting here hoping I can get everything down properly. I've got Giga Slasher on X, which will basically just be Draco Slash at this point. Boom, kill it. Oh, it didn't die. That's tough. But I'll get the hang of things eventually. So here we are on the second day of the Kaiser. Level 206. I didn't really do much training today. Again, I was sort of as busy as the first day in terms of actually finding time to play. I probably did like a little less than 2 hours overall from the first day, and that only really got me to 206. I should be able to push to 210 for the third day, at least I hope so. I'll probably start grinding a little bit after this recording footage, but here we are, day 2, 9.7k strength, you know, with all the equipment I have prepared for it. Not really too much of a strength gain from the from yesterday, but it's decent so far. Although right now what I want to say is I'm probably terrible at bossing on this class, so I'm probably going to go ahead and fight a weekly boss right now just to demonstrate my ability of bossing. And that said weekly boss will be Chaos Occam. I'm about to fight Chaos Occam in all of its glory. Now, if there's anything I really adore about this class, it's its 5th job skills. These 5th job skills are so good. I really like them a lot. When I hit 205 and I got the 2 experience nodes, I decided to throw them all into Draco Slash, but after throwing 2 of them in there, I realized that the skill only gains 1% extra, like, final damage per level instead of the usual, however many of the other skills tend to get, because, like, most skills have double the skill's damage upon reaching level 25 in relative to level 1. This skill does not. It's very similar to Dark Knight's Beholder Impact, because that skill only gains like 1% final damage per level as well, relative to their level 1 counterpart. But this skill, which is the new one, does get their damage doubled once it's level 25. But I feel like I do use Draco more often, but I think as far as it stands, considering how much that's already put in here right now, I'm just gonna continue to put the last 3 I get at 210 into Draco. Trios, I don't really think they're that good. I mean, this isn't even a trio. I made a mistake by leveling this up. I should have continued to just wait and save a little bit more to see what will be the best. But Kaiser uses 6 cores, or 6 skills to boost. It's a combination of Giga Slash, Sword Strike, the Stone Dragon Summon, Wing Beat, Will of Sword, and the Fire Breath. Those are the main 6 that I'm trying to see if I can boost 2 of each within 4 slots. But I just had to get lucky with course more. Anyway, no more talking. Let me go ahead and fight Chaos Zakam real quick. I'll do the big transformation for it as well. I'm gonna summon these dudes. And we're gonna go down. I gotta teleport, so I can be safe with that. I'm doing like 20 more lines. Should probably use Wing Beat. That's a little weird. Whoop. Sometimes I have to walk. I mean, I do have an iframe, so if any of them come nearby, I can just go ahead and use that. Right here. Cool. Don't break out all the arms now. We gotta be real safe. So I'm about to use my 4th V. Has such a huge range that I'm gonna have to be around here for it to be like extremely effective. But I think this is a good position now. I'm still sort of trying to get the hang of things here. I hope I'm doing okay. Let me pop this dragon. Wait. Oh, I killed all of his arms. I made a terrible mistake. Now I gotta deal with it. And then once I'm no longer transformed, I have to use the hyper. Yeah, use the hyper so I can get through the weapon cancel. That was one of my favorite things back when I used to main this class. It was that I was always be able to break through weapon cancel and damage reflect and stuff because of its hyper and its transformation. I guess right now I'll go ahead and try my best to actually make it through the weapon cancels that I have pretty much given the boss. Ooh, let me go ahead and use this here. I'll use the iframe just as a nice little FMA skill as well to be able to not die by those things. And then my 5th job, Will of Sword skill is up. Oh, I died. Yeah, that does 99% of your health. I gotta be like completely cautious about that. And then now he's using the arm shit. Let me. Oh no, I got knocked back against my will. I don't have resistance link, so really what I need to focus on right now is just being able to transform so I can kill this guy. But I've basically unlocked the hard mode of this boss by simply killing all of his arms. It's not a good thing. Here, we'll transform now. I can't. I'm kind of in the stuck. Oh shoot, that was a bad time to transform. Oh, low health. Heal? No, I don't have to heal from that. Alright, let's just go ahead and... Ooh. Whoa. Alright, 4th V. This is a bit harder than I initially thought. But it's okay, we'll make it through. Make sure I have full health. Even though Wing Beat's down. My Kaiser mechanics are very, very awful. But, as soon as we level up a little bit more, we'll get the hang of things a little bit better. Oh shoot. Oh crap. Whoa, I don't know how I lived that. I was like, I teleported into one of the other things. But hey, it is what it is. I'm gonna pop my, I should have popped my roar earlier. I have this ward too that I'm like hardly using. I think this is the first time I've actually used it in this fight. Like, what am I even doing? Let me go ahead and use this. Oh shoot, he knocked me out of it. Alright, that thing's about to blow up. I'm about to get some free Draco slashes here. Yeah. That's always so nice to use. Alright. Now this phase. I'm about to get out of transformation here. So I gotta be real careful. Wing beat, wing beat, wing beat. Oh no. I don't know how I live that. My iframe is up just in case I need to use it. Whoop. Let's do those. There we go. Oh, there's a lot. Crap. I don't think I need. Okay, yeah, I'm good. Yeah, this is definitely a clear. I definitely do feel like I could put things into practice a little better. Like I said, I'm still kind of a newbie with this class. But all of the bossing mules I've made, I've always started off pretty poorly with them. I just think this might be a bit of a more difficult class to kind of learn and play. But it's been pretty nice so far. Especially after 5th job, it's been really, really fun to play. And I'm looking forward to being a little bit better at this class and then hopefully getting to 210. And train at Choo Island and stuff. I love the grinding. I'll go more in depth about that for day 3. But as it stands right now, that is day 2 and the Chaos Lock and Clear. Day 3, level 210. And like I said earlier, I wanted to talk about this class's mobbing. This class has some of, if not the best mobbing I have ever experienced on any class in the game. And that's a little weird because Kaiser, through most people, doesn't exactly have the reputation of being a very great mobber. But when you're very strong in this class, it goes ridiculous. Like, it's stupid. One of my main issues with it is that its main mobbing skill, Sword Strike, aka Blade Burst and GMS, is a relatively weak skill. But if you're able to one-shot with that, it's ridiculously good. And that's not even it. That's like the bare minimum of how good it gets. Just because you can jump cast it. There's also skills like the 5th job skills. Your main 5th job skills is what makes the mobbing really good. And of course the transformation, which is mainly up like half of the time you grind. The first 5th job skill, summoning the white Kaisers, it's really nice because they're able to teleport around the map and pretty much just kill everything that's within range. And it has a pretty wide range on it too. You know, while they're close to your characters and stuff. The second 5th job skill, Will of Sword Strike, it is okay. Sometimes it doesn't really do much at all, but mainly the main reason why I use this skill when I grind is not just for the AoE that the skill does, not just for the damage or just whatever, but it's for the 3rd V Draco Slash. It gives you 3 uses of Draco Slash without cooldown, and it resets the cooldown of the base Draco Slash cooldown, which pretty much lets you use it 4 times in a row. Draco Slash on its own as a mobbing skill works really well, but it works even better when you're transformed. When you're transformed, the thing's range vertically is stupid. I really don't understand why it's so good, but it just is, and that's one of the main reasons why I'm saying this right now. It's vertical range on Draco is just, it's dumb, and that's why I have to use Will of Sword Strike, aka the 2nd V, to make it work. And then the last thing is Dragon Blaze, which is the new 5th job skill. When that's up, think of Lord of the Deep, but like a million times better. It's you just pop it and you run around and everything is basically dead. It's completely unfair. I'm surprised that they didn't touch through the skill a bit more on Tespia, maybe giving it nerfs or something. But maybe now that I'm saying this, there might be a test patch here within the week, you know, once this video is uploaded, saying like, hey, we're nerfing Dragon Blaze, but that wouldn't really be too good now, would it? But yeah, that's all I really got to say about Kaiser mobbing. Again, crazy mobbing. I'm just a little irritated about how weak Sword Strike is. So I just need to get a little stronger for it to one-shot some of the mobs I want to go through. Especially since I am 210 and all, my main goal is to be able to one-shot with that skill in Torrent Zone. But before I can do that, I'm going to need some Arcane Force. And what better way to get it than to attempt to do Hard Mudo solo with 160 Arcane Force and 10k stat, by the way, so I think we might stand a chance. Anyway, this is my V Matrix right now. It's a little weird. Like I said, I somewhat regretted leveling this, but I leveled this anyway. Mainly because I really wanted the Sword Strike damage for Torrent Zone one-shotting in the near future, which will be in like the next couple of days once I get 200 Arcane Force. And then I have this skill leveled up of the Flaming Breath, Will of Sword, and the Stone Dragon. So all I'm really missing is Wing Beat. So my dream goal is to be able to replace the 2 skills on here that I don't use, like Prominence and Impact Wave. Give it something like Wing Beat on both of those, and then have these be completely perfect trios. But I don't know, it's been hard for me to find something good like that, but we'll eventually find out. I used up all of the event nodes, so really the only ones I'm going to be using from here on out will be the ones from the coin shop. So everything I'm farming right now, I'm selling, because I do want the money to be able to get this Petite Pet from my main. And then the meso I have right now is pretty much just meso I'm getting throughout just the Kaiser, killing bosses on here and stuff, and training, and it'll be going towards paying off my arcane symbols. But anyway, let's go ahead and get a hard mood overshot. We need to be fully prepared for this one. I'm not very strong in hard Mudo. I am 160 arcane force, so I gotta hope for the best of the best in terms of RNG. This is an okay recipe. It's not a hard one, but it doesn't really give much when you turn it in. Luckily, these guys don't really have much health. Well, the apples might, but it's okay. I'm gonna use Dragon Blaze. As you can see, everything is just like dying. 3, 4. I can't even see anything. 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, this is good. And oh, I almost looted that Slurpee fruit. Actually, wait. Let me see if I have to loot it. Okay, I don't. I'm moving forward. I'll go ahead and use these guys. I always need to remind myself to use Draco Slash every like 7 seconds, because that is the cooldown of the skill. But it doesn't really have to matter too much if I could use Will of Sword Strike and kill some mobs with that, and then get my free Draco Slash uses right here. 3. So this is going pretty well. A lot better than I initially imagined, actually. I just need to hope I can make this bonus. We're almost there. 7, 8, 9, 10. Cool. Wait, turn it in. Okay, and this recipe again. And then after this, it should be good. Again, I'll save Will of Sword Strike for when I get to the flower dudes. And I have a couple other skills I should be able to use. Like this Dragon Breath here. Have that blow up. Alright, and just start spamming Draco. I just use it twice there and then twice on the next wave. Like now. At least the drops have been somewhat lucky. Dragon Blaze is up again, but I don't think I need to use it. I'm already at 10. Let's go ahead and throw this in, and then that should do it. That went much better than I expected. I just got decent recipes, that's all. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I can comfortably do this 3 times. That should be it for the recording for day 3. I'm not really sure what to bring in day 4. It is Sunday Maple. The Sunday Maple for this week is Combo Orb and Rooney XP. 100% Rooney XP, 100% Combo Orb. So I am going to grind. I've got these Bounty Hunter tickets I got from the Bamboo Shop from the Awake event. And I'm going to buy 4 more after reset, so I'll have 8 of them. And I'm going to use them after I land a rune and this 3x coupon. So I'm just going to pray that I get all like Polo Portals, which obviously won't happen, but we're just going to have to give it a shot. So I've come with a little break from the Kaiser recordings, just to let you guys know that I will be taking a loan to purchase this Petite Pet. The loan I am taking is going to be 2.2 billion mesos, and I promise the dude that I'm gonna have him paid back before the 20th, which is basically the next patch. So I'll show a recording of him paying, or myself paying him back in episode 4 of the series, because I will be able to have the money in time. So I currently have 5 bill in possession. After I finished recording episode 2, what I did was the 1.5 bill I had in Scania after the episode was over, I exchanged it thoroughly for Maple points, and then I brought the Maple points to Luna, or I exchanged the Maple points for Mesos in Luna. I currently have 400 mil in Scania right now, so I can pretty much do that exact same thing. So I'm going to show you guys how the deal is done. First, we have to take a look at the selling prices for Maple points. People are... Okay, so this is selling Maple points, and this is buying Maple points. So in Luna, people are currently selling Maple points for 4,090 for 100 mil. So I need to remember this number as I go to Scania. Also, after the transfer, I did have 4.1 bill by the beginning of this week. It's been a few days since weekly reset, so basically what I did was what I usually do, weekly bosses and stuff. But I also sold over 300 million items that I had beforehand, like cubes and cores and stuff like that. So Scania is not looking too good. I mean, it's not looking good at all. Scania sell is 4,097, and Scania buy is 4,001. I want to be able to do 4,000. I'm gonna lose a lot of Maple points for this transaction, and by a lot, probably mean like 200. But I do think it's worth. I'm gonna see if I could do 4,090. I'm gonna put the meso in there, and I'll check back after a few minutes to see if they sell. Maple points do have a 1% tax rate, so once I do claim that 4,090 per 100 mil, I lose 40 Maple points per 100 mil. So I'm basically getting 4,050. So once I exchange that for Luna Meso, I'm going to try and see if I can maybe bargain for 4,050 for 100 mil, because the goal is to either have this number go up or have it stay the same. When I transferred 1.5 bill from Scania a few days ago around weekly reset, I was able to get 13 extra Maple points. I went from 567 to 580. I have 300 less now because I had to do a run of Monster Park this Sunday, which is today, in which I did lose 300 Maple points from doing that, but that doesn't really matter. So now I just sit and wait and see if they end up selling. Oh, they sold. And then I claim the Maple points. So 4,050. I'm probably gonna get like 16,200. A little less, 16,197. So I'm gonna see if I could do, instead of 4,050, I'll do 4,049. So here we are in Luna. We're gonna sell it now. 4,090 becomes 4,049. We set that for 400 mil, and we're gonna see if this works. If I manage to pull this through, I'll have gained one Maple point. Okay, that literally just happened in a matter of seconds. Exchange 5.4 bill, and now with the tax covered, I will be getting this 2.2 bill loan eventually. I really don't need this Petite pet right now. Like, not at all. I don't even plan to grind this character until September. But the issue is, again, I'm pretty sure I mentioned this in the previous episode, I need to get a pet before the prices go up. There was a victory for 7.449. I hope that hasn't sold yet. Right here. I should be getting the money in about 20 minutes. So I'm just sitting here twiddling my thumbs, hoping this victory doesn't sell. Because if it does sell, then I'll have to buy the one that's more 50 mil higher. So if I purchase this pet, I will most certainly be victorious. Anyway, I want to get this pet because when Wonder Berries are gone, these are going to go up by at least 1 bill. Probably a bit more, because this will be the final rotation of this edition for vac pets. Once Wonder Berries return, and who knows when that's going to be, that could happen as soon as September for whatever reason, they'll come back with the 3rd edition of vac pets. If the 3rd edition looks better than the 2nd edition and is cheaper, then I'll take the loss. But if it doesn't, then, you know, it's fine. All I really want, I mean, I like Victory anyway. Victory is a nice looking pet to me. A lot of people are telling me to go get Glory, but I don't really want Glory. And then nobody really likes the pony, even though the pony is the most expensive. I guess it's the most liked among the Koreans, I suppose, but I just want my Victory. And then in 2 days, we get to have some more pet scrolling content, because in Birding World, I'll have enough coins to purchase the pet scrolls for the Luna Crystal Key that I pulled. So let's hope that, you know, the same fate that happened with my Soul Master's pet equip doesn't happen to the Crystal Key. It better not. While I wait, I do have some random items I could just throw into the auction house right now, just for a little bit of chump change. And then I have this really random ring that I made. Where is it at? This is such an unorganized mess, right? This thing. 9% int, 7 magic attack, but it's also scrolled with 5 attack as well. So it'd probably be better if I queued for 9% on anything that wasn't int. But at the same time, it's plus 5 int and plus 5 magic attack from a chaos scroll. So I'm gonna keep that as it is. 36 mil, get by with that. We got a GPQ. I got the trade for the loan. I'm gonna test that a little bit and come back, because we do gotta run GPQ. But I think it was like 2.2 bill. And then I was gonna have him paid back before patch day, which would be during episode 4. And then there it is. That's it right there. That puts me at the mark. Well over 100 mil the mark, so I probably didn't need as much money as I asked for. It just means I have to pay a little bit extra for the tax. So it's been some time, probably at least half an hour since the victory was shown. So I hope I can still get that victory for 7.45. If not, then I'll just have to succumb to 7.5. Alright, it's still there. And the moment of truth, I got it. That is a lot of meso gone, and most certainly one of my biggest purchases. It's on par with the secondary I got back in April. That probably is my biggest purchase. Not my most expensive item, because I created the glove on my own. I didn't buy it. But this is basically, yeah, as I've said, on par with the secondary. I'll be back for GPQ in a few minutes just so I can test this thing out. Let's get rid of the pet with the 21 attack equip, and let's put this bad boy on. There it is. I can't believe I've got it. I pleasantly surprised. I didn't think I'd be getting it this soon. I mean, it did take a loan, but when this Wonder, first of all, this was a Wonderberry event that was completely just announced out of nowhere, because Wonderberries usually don't happen during the summer. So as soon as I saw it, I'm like, oh, this is weird. So it kind of just lets me doing other things, and now I have this pet. So let's check it out. Do the magic. Ah! He loots the items on the way from up there. Yo, this is ridiculous. So, you know, with that being said, we're going to do some rotations here. This is going to be my main training map once I start training this character again in the fall. And from the looks of it, oh my goodness, it's insane. It loots from so high up. I am in love. I don't know. I no longer have to do looting rotations again. He just took the meso, dude. What? I mean, I've seen Nimbus chases on video, but for me to actually experience the pet itself is so nice. And this is definitely well worth the money you have to spend on it. Now, as far as the extra meso I'm going to get per hour, the increase probably won't be too big. So it would definitely still take about hundreds of hours to pay it off. But it's a good thing of buying it now, considering I am only level 250, and it is about time I do start that grind. Whenever, yeah, I got GPQ, right. Whenever I start grinding again, of course, the main focus will be meso gear, but I will also need to take advantage of some other equipment upgrades, like getting the fairy heart from the coin shop and working with epic bonus pots through the upcoming cube sale that might be here in about like a month or so. Either way, I'm very excited. That's enough testing out the pet, and I'm looking forward to actually grinding with it as soon as I'm able to. Alright, so in this little clip here, I'm only going to cover day 4, or I'm covering day 4 and 5 instead of just one day. The reason why is because I just had so much going on for day 4, and by the time I finished everything I wanted to do that day, I was way too tired to record and I had to go to sleep. So if there's anything you need to know about this character on day 4, I just did my dailies, you know, arcane dailies, root abyss and stuff like that, and I hit 212. So for day 5, I went and got to 214. I wanted to level more on day 4 because of the Sunday Maple, but while I was training, I kind of crashed midway, and I was already tired as it is, so I kind of just stopped training. So it was it was cut short, pretty short, unfortunately. Well, that's okay because I'm already 214. Now I've kind of figured out my plans for what I want to do with this character in regarding levels. I was gonna take it to either 220 or 225 depending on how I felt, but now I'm probably just gonna stick with 220. And my reasoning behind that is mainly because the funding for this class, it would have to be a lot more if I did want to take this guy to killing Sue and Damien. The reason why is because of V Matrix and Kaiser's main trios can be a little annoying. For example, if I wanted to, I mean, I could always just cheese Giga Slash and put it on a 3rd node and get that to level 40 for the 20% IED. But then I also want to make some of my other skills more effective as well, and Kaiser has to boost a total of like 6 skills at minimum, just so they can be equal to each other. I don't have to boost everything, but there are certain skills that have to be boosted. Like for bossing, the main 3 that you want are Giga Slash, Wing Beat, and Will of Sword. And I don't have any of Wing Beat or any of Will of Sword. And if Will of Sword affects Will of Sword Strike, then that really messes me up here. So I'm not really sure how to feel about it right now. Either way, this character is still really strong. 10.5k stat. I was in Wolf. I was doing like almost 30 mils with Giga Slash and up to 60 mils with Draco Slash. It was like 55 mil probably, not 60. And I don't even have my EXP links on, and I'm still on my EXP Legion board. So, yeah, I do have my EXP links on, so my damage could be a lot higher. And if I were to buff up, especially with guild skills and stuff, I would take out CRA like it's nothing, like it's a cakewalk. Like this character is already well-footed enough, and I'm pretty sure I've established that. But I guess what I want to do right now is I want to do another weekly boss, and this time we are going to Hard Hilla. I don't really see myself doing pre-quests this week. I'll probably do most of them next week, so I'm not going to do a lot of weekly bosses on this character this week. Mainly because I'm really just focused on getting to 220. At my current pacing and just current things going on with other Maple dailies and work and stuff, I'll probably hit 220 about 3 days on this recording. Something to look forward to at the very start of the next episode, because this is only going to cover the first 7 days of this character. I'm going to be going from 214 to 219 through grinding, and then I have the free level up potion I can use from 219 to 220. And then the 220 or the 230 level up potion, since this character won't really have a use for it anymore, and I kind of don't want to use it on my Dark Knight, I'm probably going to throw it on the Bishop instead, without grinding it, because I plan to get Bishop at 235 in the future. I don't really feel like grinding it at the current moment, so why not just go ahead and use it on the Bishop to hit 221 for free, you know? It's just the way it is. So, Hard Hilla. I'm going to change my settings, because I got to watch out for her gauge, just so I can iframe it. Or heal as well. I can pretty much heal as well the moment I enter. I don't even have this key bound. Let's go ahead and put it right here. Here we go. Okay, and we are going to use all of our buffs going in. We're going to transform. Use this. I still have HS on. Screw it. Let's use HS. And okay, so no, of course she doesn't start off with Cage. Oh, there it is. Okay, now. Whoop. I could have just iframed that too. Alright, I'm gonna use my roar, and we're gonna see how stupid this goes. Oh wait, her health bar is gone. Yeah, that's the boss fight, and I still feel like I play like shit. It's taken me a bit longer than usual to get the hang of this class for bosses. I'm sure I'll learn really well once I start doing Chaos Root Abyss and stuff, but that won't be until day 10. So only 5 more days to go for that. But yeah, that's day 5. Before I get back to some of the Kaiser footage, one of the things I wanted to do while trying to buy this Petite pet was sell Burning World Meso for Luna Meso. Now, the main idea was to be able to sell it so we could be further with getting a smaller loan. But unfortunately, you know, I saw the deal and I was like, hey, I want to get this pet right away, and somebody spot me with a 2.2 bill, and I'm going to pay them back 2.32 bill to cover the tax. Luckily, somebody in Discord and a friend of mine wanted to buy Burning Meso. I have 800 mil on Burning, and he's buying 100 mil for 125 mil in Luna. So that basically means I'm getting 1 bill. In an EVP, you know, that's just lower tax rate. So since I don't have it, I have to deal with the 5% tax. There is the 1 bill, and then I exchange him 800 mil in Burning. So how this will work for me giving him money is because he has MVP, so his tax rate goes down from 5% to 3%. So he put up a Zokum Ancient Bow that's going to be up for 800 mil. So Ancient Bow is a 2-handed weapon. So I gotta remember just in case there are other Ancient Bows that are up for 800 mil for whatever reason at this level. You know, I gotta be sure to look out for that. Right now there's nothing, so I just need to confirm with him for it to be there. It is a 10 attack flame, 6% damage, and like 1900 HP. So let me go ahead and refresh. It's still not there. Alright, it's there now. And just to be sure, flame is good. Level reduction on it too. Purchase that, we're good. And now he wants the bow back. That is how you deal with giving people Meso if they have MVP. They just get more of it because lower tax. 5.6k coin spin, 8 pet scrolls. My heart's beating because I'm scared. Please don't be a repeat of Scadia. If I get like 26 attack, shoot. At this point, 27, I'll be like, alright, that's cool. But just not 26, please. Please. Ooh. I'm gonna try my best not to look at. I saw the first one; it was +2. But I'm trying my best to not pay attention to the others. Don't. Yeah. Okay. Oh, where are they? Okay, one more. Okay, I didn't see that. Alright. Whoa! Not bad. I mean, that's actually somewhat decent. I'll take that. And thus I take a small dub for now. 30 is decent. It could have been a little higher, but I'm not going to be too picky. There's no way I'll be able to get over the 29 attack I got from 10 scrolls and Luna on my mushroom equip. But this was 20 and 8. So the lowest it could have gone with 10 was 24. And that's honestly pretty tolerable. So I'll take that. Alright, so after I sold those Burning Mesos, I ended up doing Sue on Burning World. Well, Lotus, since I've been calling it Lotus this series, gotta keep it consistent. I ended up doing Lotus. I got 2 S cores. I bought a cores for 50 mil, and then I sold an Absol item for 350 mil. And because of that, I now have over 400 mil in Burning World, and I have found yet another buyer for Burning Meso. So I'm going to be selling all of that money, and I'm going to be receiving 500 mil in Luna. I did weekly bosses on the Bishop and other daily bosses on some mules, so I have 200 mil in the storage, and with that, I should be able to pay back what I owe, hopefully. This guy doesn't have MVP, so I'm not doing the auction house strat for him. So I'm selling 400 mil, so he's giving me 500 on Luna, and I give him 400 on Burning. Alright. I hope. Okay, yeah, that's good. There we go. Sold the Meso. Gotta pay him an extra 120 mil because of tax. There we go. And that is it. I am debt free. The vac pet is rightfully mine. And it was only 2 days as well. I was expecting it to take so much longer, but wow, it definitely feels a lot better knowing that I'm no longer in debt for this thing anymore, and that it is truly officially mine, and I can't wait to actually start grinding with it. But with the meso I'm gonna do right now, 77 mil, we're gonna save that up because next episode we're gonna spend a little bit of some meso on the Kaiser's looks, because I can't have a boss mule looking the way it does right now. And here comes the 7th and final day for this episode. I hit level 216 on Kaiser, and as you guys might have heard not too long ago in this video, I wanted to hit 220 by day 8. But at my current level, it's kind of 50-50. I feel like that more so happen at day 9 at this point. I feel like I probably need about maybe 5.5 more hours of grind in order for me to hit 220. Because I need to hit 219, and then I have the free potion to level up to 220, and then the character's pretty much going to be done training, because I still have mini boss pre's to go. I haven't done any boss pre's besides just running Rudibus every day, because I know how long it takes to be able to unlock CRA. And I have been consistent on doing that, thankfully. I've also been doing hard Von Leon every day, ever since I unlocked it, just cause. So I've pretty much been doing it since the first day. So, those are the main bosses I've really been fighting. And then I only fought 3 weekly bosses this week. I can't be fucked to do others for the rest of the week. Pre-quests for weekly bosses would include CRA, which is for the bosses that's going to be unlocked in a few days. So you'll see some CVEL footage on episode 4 of the series. And then there's Chaos Pink Bean, which is Temple of Time. Once I get around to it, that shouldn't take too long. Magnus, never done Magnus as a Nova character before. On non-Novas, the prequels are really short and easy, but I heard Novas take like maybe over an hour, so it's going to be a little tough with that. There's also Normal Cygnus, which is about half an hour long. It could be kind of annoying because it requires you to go back and forth from town a lot. And then there was one more, I believe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Okay, yeah. Because I did Hard Hilla. Yeah, just those guys. Just Magnus, Chaos Pink Beam, Normal Cygnus, Chaos Pink Beam. Chaos Rudibus. Okay, yeah. I'm about to say, I said Chaos Pink Beam twice, but hey. It is what it is. So you'll see the finale of this character on episode 4. Not only are we going to get into 220, but we're going to do boss pre's. We're going to be doing some actual bossing on this character, and we're going to put this character to a close as far as, you know, recording goes and upgrades and stuff. I'm currently sitting at 10.6k stat with the Spirit Pendant that expires tomorrow, and I have 140 stat from Arcane Symbols, so I'm 9.2k without. By the time I make it to Latch, I will definitely be 11k stat, and maybe once I do get a pendant, I should be around maybe closer to 12k, so it'll be a decent upgrade. I'm currently sitting on 270 mil after paying back that loan. Weekly boss reset is tomorrow. I'm gonna make a lot of money from that. Also, I wasn't expecting to talk about this until the next episode, but there are some things I need to discuss briefly, you know, since it is the end of this video, and that is the KMST patch of Celis in Union Arena that came out 2 days early. 2 days early. And Celis looks amazing. It's top notch. I think later, probably in like episode 5 or so, I'm probably going to be doing a comparison video, because they also buffed Moonbridge and Lehman, but I can't access Lehman, so I need to be finding some maps of Celis, Moonbridge, and Lab, and kind of compare what I can pull, where I can pull the best rates at, and then see where will be my designated trading map to 255, because as you guys know, ever since the start of the series, I've said I want to get to 255, and now that I have a vac pet, you know, I can sort of begin that journey pretty soon. But once again, it still won't probably be until early September, just because I'm trying to just, you know, get this dude done and over with. But he's gonna be finished with the third update. So by the time the third update rolls around, I should be able to have time to kind of do some hours on the Dark Knight. So it shouldn't be too bad. But anyway, I am looking forward to what's going to come with that update and everything else, just to see how things go. I'm also looking forward to seeing where I rank in the Union Arena, because apparently for that, the rewards, the top 40% for the season gets a free Typhoon Potion. So I have to wonder, can I make it to that top 40%? And if I can, is it worth my time making it to the top 40% for the rewards? So we'll see when that comes out. But anyway, that's gonna be that. Episode 4 might be a bit of a confusing episode, because it's like I'm gonna close this character out on episode 4, and that will basically cover half of the days I'm gonna record for that episode. So for the other half, it's kind of whatever gets thrown my way, you know, I'll deal with what we get. Especially if there is a really important Sunday, like a 5, 10, 15, because I still have the 17 star my weapon, and we haven't had a 5, 10, 15 event for about 3 months now, so we're kind of due for one. So if we do get one, that's gonna be some content. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what surprises are in store for me whenever I do finish my Kaiser and supposedly wait until the third update comes out. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you all next week, unless I upload a video in between, but it will most likely be next week.